Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 13. The previous episode, they were trying to find this new recruit in Sunnydale. It turned out to be Amanda, not Dawn, which I'm glad they're not going to put Dawn through that process. We found out that the first is kind of taking a step back. This super vampire is dead. Buffy was able to kill it, so they're trying to regroup now, which makes me worried to think what new horrible thing the first is going to think of. Buffy has been taking the new recruits out training. She's took them to a nest, this demon bar, taking them to the cemetery to train with Spike to see what it's like, actually trying to kill a vampire. We did see the recruits were able to kill their first vampire in the previous episode. Buffy was able to rescue Spike, obviously, so he's back now as well, and I feel like the last episode and the episode before were a little bit slower, so I'm curious to see where this is going to go. We're kind of at that halfway point of the season, but it's the last season, but I'm very curious to see how it's all going to come to an end, how we're going to work through this. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
I think you could just do that to me.
Tara?
I'm guessing this episode aired like a lot later. Like the recap is pretty extensive.
The desert, doing the hokey pokey until a spooky Rasta Mama Slayer arrives and speaks to them in riddles.
I mean, we've already seen it, but I wouldn't be opposed to seeing it again.
Bet you'd wish you renewed that California state driver's license now, huh?
Rona won. You should probably let Molly out of the trunk.
Oh, Giles is gonna hate this.
Give us all a chance for a breather, eh?
From Giles?
From the constant pitter-patter of clomping teenage girly feet.
Yeah, they drive me nuts. If they're not in this episode, I'm fine with that.
You wouldn't let me hurt one of them. And that's the way it's gonna be, until we're sure the first is done making me its bitch.
He's not taking any chances, obviously. Yeah.
What?
Ow.
Ow.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, no. Okay, so much for being done. Oh, cheese and rice.
God. Why would...
I don't like this. Yeah, he still has the chip in his brain, obviously. Okay.
Oh, this will be fun. Remember when things used to be nice and boring? No.
I'm glad with the potential's gone, we kind of get a chance for Buffy and Willow to chat.
Okay, not when you make it sound all dirty like that.
And for Buffy and Spike to catch up, basically, because, yeah, everybody else is out of the house. And I feel like Spike's chip in his brain is a loose end they need to tie up. Obviously, it's the last season. I'm glad we're back to the Bronze. It's such an iconic place for the show, so for us to finally get it again in the last season.
You're sexy when you pout.
Okay, well that's not subtle flirting. We're just going for it. Is she into Willow?
Great, I'll stay for one drink. Then I'm going home.
Okay, one drink. I can work with that.
Was this the thing she had to do with date with Willow? Is that what's happening?
Just once. Everything would be okay. For both of you.
Yeah, obviously we haven't seen Willow date, after everything that happened with Tara, which was
really hot. You just get her drunk, see if she comes on to you.
Oh my.
Woman. Just one.
Lucky woman.
I miss Tara. Oh, such a good character.
Related to the trigger. Or maybe it has something to do with the new soul.
Or maybe I wasn't meant to last this long.
Yeah, does it have some weird, self-destructive timer?
It's a phone thing.
Who are you gonna call?
Brainbusters?
God, that phrase is never gonna be usable again.
No. Riley? Would she reach out to Riley? I don't know.
Yes, Agent Finn. Riley.
Okay, she's calling him. I was just taking a shot in the dark. I don't know who else she would call.
No, Finn is his last name. Yeah. Well, did he used to work there and maybe he got transferred?
Yeah, I feel like he would be hard to track down.
Actually a flower shop, or is this one of those things where I'm supposed to play along to show that I know it's really secret ops? Okay. Right. Well, if some guy named Finn shows up to buy flowers...
Yeah, the last time we saw Riley, he was taken off on a helicopter, so...
This one seemed easier than the others. See? Probably just gonna fade.
They're definitely happening more frequently and getting more intense. Like, something's not right.
Seems like fairy tale crap to me, but if it matters to you, you care about it. So it's cool.
I don't know if she knows Willow's history with magic, and yeah, it's interesting to see Willow on a date. I didn't think we'd get that.
I think you should know.
Oh my smooch. Yeah, I didn't really see like a new love interest in this last season for Willow, especially someone she like just met. Like I know the recruits have been around for a little while now, but okay, we're doing this.
Well, that was nice.
Oh my god! No, no, no.
Okay, are you gonna pick that up, or...?
I don't... What are you? Is this a freckle thing? 'Cause...
She's seeing ghosts now? Yeah,
It's the man that I killed.
oh, she can see him. Oh, okay, interesting.
Get Buffy, and tell the first is back.
No, I'm not the first.
We're not interested in any of your evil lies. We've heard them all.
No! Guys, it's me!
Why did Willow switch?
Well, ask Kennedy, she was there.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
She wouldn't know who he is. Oh no, Andrew's gonna lose his mind.
Listening. I know who you are now. I know what you made me do. Your promises of happy fields and dancing schnauzers and...
Oh, I thought we were done with this guy, for sure.
things I can never take back. Ever. I'm not the first.
What the hell is going on in here?
Oh! I mean, oh, and Spike hurts.
I'm not the first. You're not the first. I know. Oh my god. You're back.
Hey!
Oh, Spike.
Non-yellow crayon stories in which you don't come out in such a good light.
An incident involving Aquaman Underoos, for example?
Oh, my.
I probably brought it on myself.
What makes you think that?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. I kind of have a history with my witchy subconscious.
Dawn and Andrew both just touching him.
You do this to yourself. Why would your subconscious turn you into Warren?
Obviously because I feel bad about killing him.
And it's interesting to see Willow play Warren and Warren play Willow, like vice versa. Like they're not playing each other, obviously.
I'll go, I'll handle it, I'll fix it, and I'll be back before you even know I'm gone.
Promise.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what triggered it. Like if it's not the first, is someone connected to Spike?
Maybe they'll call back. Maybe they'll send help.
Maybe we can't wait.
It definitely seems like it's getting worse, so... And now Willow is Warren. What's going on?
You turned into a guy. I mean, if you take a step back, seriously, there's a certain element of humor here, right?
She's like, it's a guy I killed and took the skin off, so...
This Robson guy in England. And Giles was there helping him.
Yeah, that's what we saw in, like, a while, like, how many episodes ago?
Scenario, but we're dealing with a big bad that can be any dead person it wants.
Because if you want to infiltrate the inner circle of the Slayer...
No. No. No, what?
The first can't take corporeal form, so it can't touch anything.
Well,
What? What? I got so many goosebumps. The way they cut it.
has anyone seen Giles touch anything since he got back?
We have to, right? He's been back for so long.
Has anybody hugged him? Think very hard.
They must have. Come on. Yeah, the way they edited that shot was literally with, like, the axe hitting the neck, and then...
I'll do something evil, like burning something or gluing things together.
So rebellious.
Matt Harris, let's just take him. At least we can keep an eye on him.
I'm so over Andrew at this point. But I'm not loving this potential Giles being dead situation. Oh my god, they gotta find. I don't even wanna. We're not gonna go there. He has to have done something, right? He has to touch something. He's been back for weeks at this point. Like, but the way that they edited that shot, you know, we just saw him. Next thing we know, he was in Sunnydale. We never saw him. Like, there was no anything, and especially if that guy's like he just disappeared.
I'm sorry, Willow. We actually met when I was a freshman, and also not a boy.
She's like, you might remember me.
It's actually her. I can tell. I know her.
Okay.
Okay, Red Amy. Nope. Nope. Don't want this.
Here's the thing. I'll just get this out of the way.
We didn't have to bring back every character in the last season. You know, like, I was fine with something going away.
Her spirit's true.
What if she can't handle this?
We draw upon your very
You have a better idea?
Give back the form the soul requires.
Yeah, they have to try everything at this point.
Right. Ah! It didn't work?
No, it didn't, you dumb bitch.
Oh, what is happening? Is she becoming more like Warren? Oh, you gotta get her out of there. Yep. Oh my god, he's winning. You gotta get out of there. Poor Willow. What a nightmare. Oh my gosh.
A murderous, misogynist man. I mean, do you understand what he did? What I could do?
It's a bad situation. Bad.
Nothing about magic. And in case you haven't noticed, our little date, it's over.
Willow!
Okay, bye. Yeah, I don't want to see this Willow-Warren hybrid situation continue. They're sneaking back into the initiative. Hopefully they can find some... Okay. Grim.
They just sealed the place off. Left everything as it was.
It feels like, I don't want to say like a Clips episode, but it feels like they're, you know, bringing back a lot of the elements we've had from Buffy over the seasons in one episode.
We're heading out to the middle of nowhere.
With no Slayer, no powerful witch.
Just a teenager, a powerless former demon, and two big geeks.
I mean, when you put it like that, what can stop you? Poor Willow. Like, this is just awful. Who knows how much time she has before it's completely Warren, and like, of all people, it's Warren, you know? Oh my gosh. But I really like the performances are both so convincing. You know, Willow obviously being trapped as Warren, Warren slowly peeking out every now and then, but still Willow, and him acting in Willow's, you know, mannerisms. Oh my god. Jeez and rice, that got me.
I never said I was a potential Slayer. Oh. No, I think you did when you first got here. You told us no. I didn't.
And Amy knows that. How exactly? Yes.
Spike!
Oh my god, this thing is missing its face. And Spike, of course, is knocked out. Oh man.
So, same model as last time? How'd that work out for you?
Is he buying a gun? Oh my god.
You'd be amazed.
Oh, no. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, please. Cheese and rice. Pick something up, Giles. Pick up anything. I need to know.
Touch him! Touch him!
Oh, I feel him! I feel him!
Me too! Me too!
You all feel each other.
Andrew. Okay, thank God. Oh, thank God Giles is okay. My heart.
Spike?
Oh my god, that thing looks like a human rat. Cheese and rice. Buffy, you gotta get out of there. A gusher.
Well, that guy was just the beginning.
And the initiative is here.
He indicated you might be needing our assistance.
Do we get to see Riley?
Those were his exact words, ma'am.
Willow, Warren, stop. No, I'm very worried. This happened very fast. Like, it's been 8 hours. Like, this is insane.
You were right. It's degraded. Leave it as it is much longer to be fatal to him.
They gotta take it out, right? Please?
His chip. We can either repair it or remove it.
And will removing it cause further damage? I don't think she wants to repair it. He has his soul back now.
What did you do to her?
What, to Willow? Oh, just your standard penance malediction is all.
Rat Amy is behind this? God. I thought we were done with this crazy person.
The hex I cast lets the victim's subconscious pick the form of their punishment. It's always better than anything I can come up with.
That's so unbearably cruel.
Okay. Oh, wait, I forgot.
No, why would you do this to her? You really hate her that much?
Amy always was the worst. She should have stayed a rat. Okay?
It's about power. Willow always had all the power. Long before she even knew what to do with it. Just came so easy for her.
So she's just jealous. Ugh.
Destroyed the world. And yet everyone keeps on loving her? So what's wrong with having a little fun, huh? Taking her down a peg or two?
This is fun for who? She just bought a gun. Like...
He'd be right about now.
This is the backyard. No, 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 no. I don't want to relive the Terra scene. Please. But Willow is...
Did you just do that to me? Did I let you get away with it?
Oh, no. Kennedy. Bad idea, bad idea.
That was Warren.
No, it wasn't. You said I was there.
We're going back and forth too much. She needs to use names in the situation.
Tricking me into kissing you. I didn't mean...
I don't want to see Willow like this. It's so sad.
I kissed you just for a second, but it was enough. I let her go.
Oh no, Tara, no. Didn't erase her.
We should have been forever. And I let her be dead.
No, you couldn't do anything, Willow.
And I killed her.
Willow, no.
Oh, please, baby. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Sorry, come back.
I hate seeing Willow cry. Oh, I didn't want to relive this scene again. Hey, if that works, thank God. I didn't know what else chance we had, especially if she's running around with this gun. Oh my God.
It's me. I'm back.
Rat Amy sucks. Oh my God. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 7, Episode 13. I like this episode more than I liked the previous ones. It kind of felt like a combination of a clips episode. If you've ever seen a long-standing series, sometimes, especially in the later seasons, they'll have a clips episode, which is they'll just, replay best of clips from previous seasons or even and previous episodes. So that's kind of what this felt like, even though it was new content. Obviously, they weren't watching old, moments, but obviously we had that scene where we basically just relived everything that happened to Tara. And I was wondering, because the preview of the, previously on Buffy recap was showing an extensive amount of, it had the initiative, it had Tara, and I was like, this stuff has happened a while ago, so why are we bringing this back? And Amy was in it as well. So my first thought was that this episode aired, months and months after the previous episode, and they kind of need to give a bigger refresher, but clearly all of those pieces were in this episode. We didn't have Riley come back. We, had this phone call to the flower shop. The initiative does show up. We end the episode without knowing what Buffy's gonna do. I'm assuming she's gonna say take the chip out. It is degrading. The people are here to take it out. It seems cruel to let him continue to have it and just let him suffer with it. It doesn't seem like it's a fun process for him. Yes, we know Spike has done horrible, horrible things. I'm not making excuses for that at all. He has his soul now. He's genuinely trying. He's willingly chaining himself up in the basement because he doesn't want to accidentally hurt anybody in case the first is still, has a hold on him. And I like the fact that Riley said, leave it up to Buffy. Like, she has final say on what happens. And I feel like she's going to tell him to take it out. Also, it feels like a bit of a loose ends episode also, especially with it being the last season. They have these loose ends that they need to tie up, and Spike's chip in his brain has been there for a hot minute, and it needs to come out. With the majority of the potentials being gone in this episode, we had more time to kind of focus on our main Scooby gang of Willow and Buffy and Spike, and kind of talk about some of these things that we haven't had a chance to in a few episodes because, they've been so occupied with these potentials. So yeah, I like that we had the time, and like I said, I'm assuming in the next episode Spike will have the chip out. It would seem unnecessarily cruel to leave it, and also, like, they've gone to all this effort to break back into the initiative, fight that terrifying creature. Like, we only saw it bits and pieces, but that is so scary that it's just been lurking, underground the initiative, and they just left everything the way that it was, basically just packed up and left, and luckily, they are able to come and help her, but who else is going to be able to dig around in his brain, successfully? Like, this seems like the only chance she has to get this thing out. So I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. This whole Willow Kennedy thing, I don't really know what we're going to do with that. I can see why they want to add a love interest in the last season so that it feels like that character is wrapped up a little bit, but I didn't think Willow was, starving for a romantic relationship. Obviously her and Tara, that was horrible, and they were very, very close, and things went very badly, and Tara, passes away, but in no way did I think, oh, Willow needs a partner to, balance out her character, or Willow needs a partner to add something to her story. Like, I think she was doing just fine. Like, she's working through her magic stuff, and, was obviously helping these new recruits, and yeah, I didn't think we needed it. And sometimes I feel like in shows they just kind of add stuff into the last season so that it feels like the character is moving on, and maybe that's what they were trying to do. But obviously the kiss is what triggered her, turning into Warren, but I didn't really think we needed this date at the Bronze. It was nice to see, the Bronze back again, especially at the last season, but yeah, I don't know why we're adding this romantic love story for Willow, but we'll see where it goes, I guess. I don't know where they're going to be after this whole, Warren situation. And again, a major flaw with having like 6 new characters in the last season is that Kennedy has no freaking clue who Warren is, why it's a big deal, who Tara is. Like, it's just frustrating and annoying as an audience member to watch them have to catch everybody up on everything that you've known about for, seasons after seasons. And they're like, oh, here's a vampire's nest. Oh, this is Warren. I killed him. Like, oh, this is Tara. I killed, like, she died also. And Tara's scene was traumatizing enough. Did we really need to relive that? Like, did we really need to have Rat Amy back? Like, that was a character we needed. I was so done with that. And again, like, it feels like they're like, oh, let's bring back so-and-so out of retirement. Like, let's bring back this character for one random episode. Like, I think it helped Willow traumatize her again, I'm sure, and hopefully process that this thing with Tara was not her fault. And I feel like she was saying a lot of the same lines she said when Tara actually died. And I hate seeing Willow cry, and it was just so sad to see. And Kennedy's just blankly staring at her because she has no freaking clue what's going on. She knows that her and Tara obviously dated, but it was not a scene that I felt like we need to relive. And like, shot for shot, like, that's not a gun joke, but coming into the backyard and, the same path, the same everything, and pointing, the weapon the same way, and all the mannerisms, it was just too much. Like, I don't need to relive that. And yeah, it felt unnecessary and unnecessarily cruel to Willow. Like I said, I hope if anything this helps her process it, but I feel like it mostly just brought back a lot of things she didn't want to deal with. And we knew she felt guilty about Tara. We knew she felt guilty about Warren. Like, just bringing all this stuff back up, just, again, they never let the characters be happy in the show, which I understand, but it just felt like, really, this is where we're going. I'm assuming Kennedy is going to tell her that Rat Amy was behind it, and yes, I will refer to her as only Rat Amy, but, like, if that kiss hadn't worked, they had no other plan, Kennedy openly says that magic is for fairy tales and she has no interest in it, obviously. And that whole thing with Rat Amy, you know, being like, oh, like, let's see if we can fix it, when clearly she knows what she did and has no intentions of reversing it. And maybe she doesn't know how awful Warren is, because within, you know, hours she was buying a weapon and was going to do something horrible. And Rat Amy just be like, it's a game, it's fun. Like, why is Andrew still here? Why are we bringing back Rat Amy? Like, I would have much rather seen Riley. Like, I feel like Riley's impact on the show would have been much more significant than this one-off character who we haven't seen in so long and we got rid of for, you know, a good reason. And Andrew just awkwardly hanging out in the car. Nobody wants to talk to him. Nobody wants him there. Like, and obviously Warren was a big character, and I like those performances with Willow being Warren and Warren being Willow. I thought both actors did a good job playing each other, especially in the beginning, when then towards obviously the later half of the episode when Willow is losing herself more and more and Warren is taking over and he's getting more aggressive. And yeah, I thought they both did a great job, and I'm curious to find out how they did those scenes, because you'd see one character in the spot and then you'd see the next character in the same spot. They didn't try and do like a weird transparency or like a ghost image or anything like that. Like, it was the exact person and then the other person, and it was literally the same shot, just with, you know, sometimes it was Willow, sometimes it was Warren. So, and I'm glad they did it that way. I didn't need any like cheesy effects, but yeah, I'm curious how they filmed it. I'm guessing they would have had to do every scene multiple times, which probably would have been time consuming and, you know, a good editing job, but a good exercise in editing for sure. I thought it worked well to convey that it was clearly Warren trapped inside of Willow. It worked well, and I'm really hoping that's the last we see of Warren. Like, I don't want to relive this again. I didn't like that they dangled Giles being potentially part of the first in this episode as well. Buffy's had so much loss. Everybody's had so much loss. Losing Giles would be just insane. And it was when they started talking about him touching, you know, objects in the show or like hugging people, I was just running through my mind of every scene he was in, and especially the way that they edited it when we last saw him, which obviously I know was done intentionally to leave this air of mystery. You know, is he the first? Is he not part of the first? That shot where, you know, the axe is like so close to hitting his neck. We still don't know how he managed to get away. Clearly he did and just took off, and his friend, you know, calls to warn him about it. So, and obviously Giles hasn't mentioned that scene at all, so nobody knows what's going on. They're like, what are you talking about? And the fact that he was interacting with other people, knowing from like other TV shows and movies like ghost lore, typically they can't talk to people or they can't, you know, respond because obviously they're not really there, but they were clearly acknowledging him. But again, we saw that with Eve where they could do that. It's just that they couldn't touch anything. So yeah, I'm very curious. I'll have to rewatch and see if he did touch anything. I'm assuming he must have, because clearly he's not part of the first and they just forgot. But the way they all tackled him there, and if he was part of the first, it would have been a great plan because he had all the Slayers by himself. Like, if the plan was to take them all out and kill them, you know, he definitely could have done that. But thankfully, Giles is still okay. I don't think Buffy could handle that at this point. That, you know, losing Joyce, Tara, like, just so much loss within the show. And then to add Giles on top of that, it would be terrible. Like, we already know he was gone for so many episodes and he's finally back now. Overall, I enjoyed the episode. It definitely had some flaws. It felt like this clips loose end episode that they just kind of had to throw in. I did think it was interesting that Willow became Warren, but I wish they would have just gone a different way instead of having him reenact that whole Tara shooting scene. I feel like we didn't need to see that again. Nobody forgot. Everybody remembers what that was like. So we didn't need that again, and have Rat Amy behind it. Again, it just felt like they pulled out all these random characters from retirement and they're like, bring them in. You know, we have Riley and the Initiative, and, you know, hopefully they can finally get this chip out of Spike's brain so we can wrap that storyline up as well. And Giles possibly being part of the first, they disproved that, so they don't have to worry about him anymore. Now Willow and Kennedy are dating, I guess. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how long that's gonna last, if that's gonna be for the rest of the season. Again, I don't think she needed a romantic interest to add to her story, but here we are. So yeah, I'm curious to see where we're gonna go with this season. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Yeah, instead of some weird like self-destructive timer. We have to, right? He's been back for so long. We didn't have to bring back every character in the last season, you know? Like, I was fine with something going away. This thing is missing its face, and Spike, of course, is knocked out. Oh, man. Oh, my God. That thing looks like a human rat. Oh, a gusher.